Sam Mattis, for the first time since 2019, is champion. What is it? What is? I mean, obviously you know that better than anybody. What does it mean to be able to, for the U.S. and the world, to be able to see you back in this position, and what does it do for your confidence?
Oh, it's awesome. I think the last couple of years I just have not really showed up at USA's, like squeaked on the teams. So it's nice having a good throw, especially after a tough second part of the season so far, and some health things going on in the off season where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to throw in time for the season. So
the fact that obviously Turner continuing to ride the momentum from that big emotional series at NCAAs, but I mean, how significant is it for now, and also for the time till Hungary that you were able to respond like you did in the 5th round?
Oh, it was awesome. I feel like I've gone through a lot of my career losing by like 2 or 3 centimeters, and this is kind of the first season where I've been able to like really respond and catch back up and have throws that get out there a little bit further when I need to. So that was great. It was a pretty solid distance to win with, and hopefully can build on that for the next couple of weeks.
How do you feel like you've gotten better since we last connected in Tucson?
I feel like it's been pretty up and down.
Okay.
It was a tough European travel season. I was going back and forth a lot. So I think just being home for like 2 weeks before this, able to rest and train on like a normal time and not be jet lagged helped a lot. And I feel like my technique isn't quite where it was early season, don't feel quite as snappy, but feel like I'm in a position where I can build on that to Budapest and hopefully get a little past that.
But where all three of you were, I mean, obviously, this is, whatever iteration the order ended up finishing in, like this was the group. So I mean, the fact that all that work, was meaningful. Like, it wasn't for naught. Like, it set you and Brian and Turner up, to be able to have a day like this, whether it was your best day or a B or C day. Like, so I mean, how significant has that been in this overall process to make sure that you were in a good place even before you came in here?
Oh, it's super important, and I mean, those guys are awesome. I love Brian, and I don't get to see Turner that much in season college, but it's great meeting him. And I don't quote me on this, but I think this might be the first all-black U.S. Discus squad, which is pretty cool.
Thank you for saying it out loud.
Yeah,
say it again, man. Say it again.
It's the first all-black U.S. Discus squad, which is pretty cool. Happy to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The weather in here is really different to European countries, and how hard was it? It's like close to 100 degrees today.
Definitely was hot today. I felt like I was getting a little zapped by the heat, but I don't know, part of being elite at this sport is being able to adapt even when it's tough. So, it's not fun going back and forth to Europe and dealing with like Doha and 110 degree heat one week, and then you're in Norway and it's 55 degrees the next week, and now you're back here and you've got grass pollen killing you and it's like 99 degrees. So it's tough, but that's part of it. So
Do you think you're getting like smarter and smarter each year because you're experienced?
I thought so, and then I threw like 61 meters a couple of weeks ago and realized I had been traveling way too much. But I think every year is a learning experience, so just take the lessons and try to run with them and build on that for the next year.
You got a little bit cheaper.
I keep hearing that. I think I'm the same weight. I generally am like 260 to 265. Like, if I'm under that or over that, that's kind of odd. I've been the same weight for like the last 3 years. Maybe I've lost a little fat, I don't know. But I think I'm the same weight.
Sam, obviously, it's one thing when you're around, like Alex and obviously the Jamaicans, because that's much more kind of the domestic feel of these meets, but just big picture, even if you're only going over there and throwing 61, like just to be able to be around Shea, to be around Stahl, like just to be able to see those guys, like how good is that big picture, like on the day that you need to get it right?
It's helpful. I think, those guys are ridiculous. Like, they're throwing 70, 71 every meet. I'm definitely not at that point, but it's cool to see people throwing that far. I feel like we're kind of in a golden age of throwing, and definitely shot, and I think discus is there too. And it's just exciting to have a chance to be a part of that and hopefully get out there and get close to them.